Alright guys, so in this video I'm going to explain how to find good products, and there's a couple different ways to do it. There's a lot of ways that everyone basically knows, such as the burner, which I will get into, but I'm also going to cover some ways that I haven't really seen people talking about or using, and honestly I found a couple good winners and a couple products that had a lot of potential doing this other method, so I'm going to get into that and show you guys everything. But yeah, the first method is the TikTok burner. Everyone knows this already, there's nothing new. Make a new account, search up anything that's related to dropshipping, the prototype, search up TikTok made me buy it, find dropshipping audios, look at the videos under the sounds. There's a bunch of different things to do. Everyone knows the TikTok burner, it's nothing new. You just keep interacting with products until your whole feed is full of products. That's all good. I don't really need to explain much about TikTok because I'm sure most of you in the space already know. But the Instagram burner is a little different. I will get into that right now. Alright guys, so the Instagram burner. It's basically the same thing as TikTok, but there are a couple different ways to find products on Instagram. So honestly, what I do for Instagram burners, if I were to set up one right now, is go on your TikTok burner, find the biggest accounts, and follow those accounts on Instagram. Find their accounts and follow them. And also a good tip for both burners, Instagram and TikTok, you can go and find other burner accounts who are public, and you can follow all the people they follow. For example, my burner account, Super Burner, it's massive. I'm literally following everyone in the game. I've seen every fucking product. I know it all. I've literally seen anything there's ever been in this fucking space. But besides that, for Instagram, once you set it up, which it will take longer on Instagram, it usually takes a couple days, and honestly Instagram like kind of shows you stuff that's in the niche more. So like if you like a couple car products back to back, it's gonna start showing you regular car videos and not car products. And also Instagram has a lot more clothing brands which also use dropshipping concepts, so if you accidentally keep interacting with those stuff, you might also get some clothing brands on your burner, which isn't necessarily bad for content ideas, but it's not as good for actually finding products because, again, we're doing dropshipping, we're not doing a clothing brand. You don't want to find clothing brands unless you're looking for content ideas. That's a fucking banger way. I'll get into that in a completely different video. Another thing I like doing on Instagram is I go in the search bar instead of just my Reels tab, because in the search bar, it's kind of just 20 products straight at your face, and you can kind of see the ones that you've already seen and just click on a product that looks new or that you really haven't seen much of, or maybe you're checking back on to see if they're still going viral, anything like that. That's why I like Instagram more. And of course, the biggest thing is that you should be scrolling on both, because Instagram has products that only go viral there. Same thing with TikTok. So you don't want to miss out on a product just because you're only scrolling on one platform. You want to be scrolling on both just so you can find every product that's going viral at the moment. But besides that, I'm gonna get into the other ways to look for products. And this is the actual important stuff. This is the stuff that not that many people are doing. Some people have talked about it, but it's more powerful than people think. Most people kind of ignore it or don't put that much time into it. But honestly, the real bangers and the unsaturated products, the ones that are going to help you print, are found using these methods. So the first one is AliExpress, Taobao, any of the Chinese websites, Alibaba, for example. These websites have a bunch of products. Every product is there. What I like doing is I kind of set up my AliExpress like a burner. So outside of buying some like personal stuff and let's say props or whatever for drop shipping, most of my stuff on AliExpress is just a bunch of products. And AliExpress has an algorithm the same way TikTok and Instagram do. And you literally just use that to your advantage. The more dropshipping products you look at and open on AliExpress, the more of that you're going to get into. Now there's a couple ways to do it. You can search up keywords. So if you like a niche, for example, let's say you're good at the Christian niche and you've always made Christian products work, all you do is you search up Christian this or Christian that, Christian and a specific keyword, and you'll find a bunch of products that way. And over time, your AliExpress is going to get optimized and you're going to see straight products, and now it's up to you to judge. The reason why people don't use AliExpress as much is because there's no proof of concept. So especially for a beginner, it's kind of hard to tell if an AliExpress product is good or bad. On TikTok or Instagram, you can always do a test order. You can always just see if the account's viral, and if it's a pretty good product, it should be converting high. If they're still posting, it's probably converting. So stuff like that gives you kind of an idea of if their product's working or not. But on AliExpress, you have no insight whatsoever. The orders don't really matter because they can come from Facebook ads, they can come from Amazon. The monthly orders on AliExpress don't mean much. But there is a way to find out if a product's a winner or not. It's honestly being in the game for a long amount of time, so it does come with experience. But when you've seen so many products come up over and over, you kind of get an idea for what works. So for example, a product I'm running right now is converting very well for my friend, and it was completely off AliExpress. The only reason why I knew this product would be good, outside of my mentors telling me that it's actually a good product, was because it's in a good niche that I recognize well, and I've ran many products in that niche. And also, it's a type of product that works well. I'm not really gonna get into it because I don't want to expose it. It's honestly a banger, but there is a lot of good and a lot of bad stuff on AliExpress. So you need to watch out for what's good and what's bad. You need to kind of pick an eye out for good products. You need to be able to identify what will convert and what won't on AliExpress. That's the only tricky part. Besides that, AliExpress is perfect because if you can constantly go viral, which most people have a problem of choosing good products over going viral. A lot of people prioritize going viral, and you're just going viral with shitty products, so you're not going to convert. And I saw this firsthand when I stopped going for the shittier products. I stopped trying to make my content perfect. I switched to looking at better products and really focusing on which products I run to not waste my time. And I'm not making crazy money yet. I've said this in my last video, but I'm not printing yet. But I'm definitely making more money and converting way higher with products that are actually good, because products are most of the game. You would do better with a shitty video and a good product than with a good video but a shitty product. It's like very, very obvious that you need to have a good product, and finding unsaturated stuff is good, but also you still need to focus on if the product is actually good. There's of course the main criterias, like is it problem solving, does it have a wow factor, can you sell it for a good price, how are the margins, all that stuff's there. But if you're in the game long enough, you can kind of skip that part and really understand if a product's gonna work or not. Like, I found a lot of products on AliExpress and most of them were shit, but this good one is converting like 2 to 3K per mil, maybe even more. So there's definitely a lot of stuff you can find from AliExpress. That's kind of the source. And outside of that, there's one other small method. It's the Amazon accounts and the random Chinese accounts. Using this, it's very hit or miss. There's a bunch of accounts on both TikTok and Instagram posting just Amazon finds, or random Chinese accounts posting their random products in their factories. And this is even shittier than AliExpress in terms of consistently finding good products. But there are a lot of bangers here, and you can find something that's completely untapped and no one's ever seen or heard of off these videos. And these Chinese people, they don't know how to make videos. Like, you're a dropshipper, you should be good at content or getting better at content. So you can easily take these products and rip them off these Chinese accounts and these Amazon accounts and easily print with them. Like, if you look at any of the Amazon or Chinese accounts now, you will see a lot of dropshipping products that have been viral on there. So I don't know if they got it from there or if they found it from AliExpress or if they found it from their burner, but those products are there. There is a correlation between these Chinese accounts and these Amazon accounts and your regular burner product research. So if you look at them for a little bit, don't put too much priority into them, but you will find some good stuff as long as you validate it with someone who knows what they're doing. Then for the last method, the most untapped method, honestly, people know about it, but they don't think about it in this way, and this will honestly change your perspective of how these products work and why some work and some don't. It's the custom products. So as most of you know, print on demand blew up this year, and there's been so many more custom products for dropshipping. You already know that the biggest winners have always been custom products in the past like 6 months or so. So it's definitely something there. And the way I go about custom products is, when you see a product that goes viral and it's a custom one, you want to look at what the product is and what niches it could go to. For example, rugs went viral like earlier this year. Well, I was one of the first to hop on the rugs, and I just brought it to a niche that doesn't have that many products on it, doesn't have that much competition. I completely took content from the niche. It was the FIFA rugs. Most of y'all have probably seen that on my burner. Yes, I've shown my face there. I'm not a fucking pussy. I show my face for a lot of my products just because it helps boost trust, boost engagement. It's so much easier to make content. Show your fucking face. You want to take a product that is working and is customizable, and you find this off your burner, but there is more to it. So when the rugs first started trending, I looked at the artist rugs, the Pokemon rugs, the car rugs, just all those products. And I obviously am not going to run the same product as them or the same niche as them, because why would I have competition if I can literally customize the product and have no one competing with me? That's exactly what I did. I checked in with my mentors. They said it's good to run. I made FIFA cards as rugs, and I went fucking viral. I was printing views on every single platform, TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. They were all getting millions of views with no worries. It just didn't convert, but it showed me that it does work, and creating custom products are definitely the wave. And I know a couple people who have run other custom products and it is working for them. So there's definitely proof of concept. You just take a custom product, find a good niche that you're good at or you know about, make sure the niche is actually converting, and you just customize the product in that niche. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm in the process of it. It is MOQ, so I do have to wait for my product to actually come in. The factories are producing it, but I took a trending customizable product, which honestly a lot of people don't even know is customizable. I'm not going to expose the product yet, but if it does work, I will do like a case study on it or just kind of explain my thought process on the product. But I just took a banger product that is converting in other niches and it is customizable. Found a supplier, which honestly took a lot of work. It took a bunch of DMing on AliExpress, bunch of DMing on Alibaba, bunch of Fiverr, everything. But eventually I did find a supplier, and the product is converting the best I've ever seen for my products that I've ever ran. It's converting 3 to 5K per mil, which honestly is like, I've never seen these numbers, and yeah, there's more, but it's definitely a great start, and like I could see this being a 6-figure product. So taking a customizable product and putting in a good niche that no one else is doing is honestly one of the easiest and best ways to fucking print. And it is honestly more scalable and easier to exit because it is a customizable brand. And you can always scale in many different ways, whether it's creators, whether it's TikTok shop, whether it's ads, whatever you do, there's so many different ways to scale. But for this, I really recommend just having someone who knows more about dropshipping than you do, or you yourself being in the game for a while, so you can figure out if the niche does work. And then you just find any custom product that is converting, put it onto your niche, make good content, I promise you will print. That's the most untapped method. It's honestly the best way. You can literally just run one product and make a shit ton of money just because it's so high converting. But that's it for this video. In the next couple videos, I'll probably do like either a case study, day in the life, or just honestly explain what I bought in terms of dropshipping, because again, I haven't seen people really do this. I'm gonna explain all the different tools and stuff you need to get started to have like optimal lighting, the best setup, how I plan out everything. And yeah, I'll get into that in the next video, but that's it for this one.